Tax audit and ethical compliances. Tax audit of books of accounts. Section 44AB. Compulsory in following cases: business. Turnover more than rupees 1 crore in previous year, however limit of 10 crore if aggregate receipts or payments in previous year in cash, bearer check, cross checked not exceed 5% of total amount received or payment made. In case of profession, gross receipts more than rupees 50 lakhs in previous year, then it would be compulsory to tax audit or books of accounts. And the third case is 44AD, 44ADA. SSC claims income less than 8% or 6% or 50% of turnover or gross receipts, and total income is more than basic exemption limit. SSC under section 44BB, 44BBB, 44AE claims income less than profit deemed. Note: sales discount invoice, special rebate in nature of trade discount, sales returns even if made in earlier years are to be deducted from turnover. Commission on sales not deducted from turnover. Sale proceeds of financial assets or investment property is not part of turnover. Due date for tax audit report: 1 month prior to due date of return of income under section 139(1). Tax audit, transfer pricing and other case: ROI filing due date and due date for filing tax audit report. For tax audit, the due date for filing tax audit report is 30th September of assessment year, and ROI shall be filed 1 month after tax audit report, so which is 31st October of assessment year. Transfer pricing due date for filing tax audit report is 31st October and ROI filing due date is 30th November. In other case, ROI filing due date is 31st July of assessment year. Form 3CA versus Form 3CB. Books of accounts audited under any other law like Company Act or LLP Act. Form 3CB. No requirement of audit under any other law. Form 3CA. Tax auditor opinion is not required whether accounts give true and fair view or not. 3CB. Tax auditor opinion is required on whether accounts give true and fair view or not. 3CA form. Tax auditor opinion is required whether particulars in Form 3CD are true and correct, subject to observations and qualifications. It's the same point in 3CB also. Form 3CD, statement of particulars required to be furnished under section 44AB. Clause 1, clause and details to be furnished. Clause 1, name. Clause 2, address, company, registered office, other SSC, principal place of business. Clause 3, PAN of SSC. Clause 4, GST number. Clause 5, status, whether individual, HUF, company, firm, AOP, BOI, local authority or artificial judicial person. Clause 6 and 7 are previous year and assessment year. Clause 8, 44AB clause to be mentioned. 8A, concessional tax rates, individual, HUF, AOP, BOI shift out of default tax regime under section 115 BAC, whether company, cooperative society opted under section 115 BAA, 115 BAB, 115 BAD, 115 BAE. Clause 9, partners and profit sharing ratio. Clause 10, nature of business and profession and changes if any. Clause 11, list of books of accounts and addresses. Clause 12, if present to tax basis, indicate amount and section under section 44 AD, ADA, AE, B, BB, BBA, BBB, BBC and tonnage. Clause 13, method of accounting cash or mercantile. Changes in accounting methods, adjustment for complying with ICDS. Clause 14, method for valuation of stock, details of deviation. Clause 15, details of capital asset converted into stock in trade. Description of capital asset, date of acquisition, cost of acquisition. Clause 16, income not credited to P&L. Section 28, refunds of indirect taxes Escalation claims accepted, capital receipt. Clause 17. Section 43CA, Section 50C, land or building transferred for consideration less than stamp duty value. Clause 18. Depreciation allowable as per Income Tax Act 1961. Clause 19. Section 33 to 35, amount admissible. Clause 20. Bonus or commission paid to employee. Details of employee contribution. Clause 21. Inadmissible amounts under Section 37, 40A, IA, 40B, 40BA, 36(1), Subclause 3, 40A3, 40A3A, provision for gratuity, contingent liability, expenditure relating to exempt income. Clause 22. Interest inadmissible under MSMED Act 2006. Clause 23. Payment to specified person relative Section 40A2. Clause 24. Deemed income under Section 33AB, 33ABA. Clause 25. Profit chargeable to tax under Section 41. Clause 26. Expenditure not allowed under Section 43B. Clause 27A. GST credit, ITC availed or utilized. Clause 27B. Prior period income or expenditure credited or debited to P&L account. Clause 29A. Advance money forfeited. Clause 29B. Gift taxation IFOS under Section 56 to 10. Clause 30. Amount borrowed on hundi and repayment otherwise by account payee check. Clause 30A. Transfer pricing adjustment, primary adjustment, excess repatriated to India, interest income. Clause 30B. Details of interest expenditure exceeding ₹1 crore under Section 44B. Clause 30C. Impermissible avoidance agreement, GAR. Clause 31. Particulars of each loan, deposit, advance for amount exceeding limits specified in Section 269 SS taken or accepted during previous year. Particulars of each receipt of amount exceeding limits specified in Section 269 ST. Particulars of each repayment of loan, deposit, advance of amount exceeding limit specified in Section 269T. Clause 32. Losses. Brought forward losses, speculation loss, speculation business loss. Section 33. Section-wise details of deductions admissible under Chapter 6A or Section 10AA. Not section, that was Clause 33. Clause 34. TDS TCS required to deduct or collect. TDS TCS statement, interest on TDS TCS. Clause 35. Quantitative details of principal items of goods sold. Clause 36A. Whether assessee received deemed dividend under Section 222E. Clause 37. Disqualification by cost auditor. Clause 38. Excise audit. Details of disqualifications under such audit. Clause 40. Details of accounting ratios. Clause 41. Demand raised or refund issued during previous year under tax laws under Income Tax Act 1961. Clause 42. Statement of financial transactions. Clause 43. Whether assessee liable to furnish CBC report. Clause 44. Breakup of total expenditure of entities registered or not registered under GST. Ethical compliances and implications. Ethical compliances, any difference in opinion of tax auditor and assessee. Tax auditor may consider stating both viewpoints. Report such differences of opinion appropriately as an observation in Form 3CA, 3CB. Qualify his report in Form 3CA or 3CB on matters for which information is not furnished or inadequate information furnished by assessee. Now coming to ethical implications. If auditor not comply the 3 points here, 1, 2 and 3 points, he shall be deemed to be guilty of professional misconduct under Clause 7 or 8 of Part 1 of second schedule to CA Act 1949. Clause 7, Part 1 of second schedule to CA Act 1949, CA in practice shall be deemed to be guilty of professional misconduct if he does not exercise due diligence or grossly negligent in conduct of his professional duties. As per Clause 8, Part 1 of second schedule of CA Act, if he fails to obtain sufficient information which is necessary for expression of opinion or its exceptions are sufficiently material to negate the expression of opinion. This is end of chapter Tax Audit and Ethical Compliances. Thank you.